Guy who was on the ballot in 28 as the vice presidential nominee, on the ballot in 2012. Some of us think Joe Biden, at least he's exploring 2016 as well. Listen to him here speaking to a progressive organization in Washington. He says, go back, remember 2008 was about hope and change. Well, here's Joe Biden's current version.
Look, folks, this is within our power to change. Everybody says because we tried in 08 and it didn't happen, it's not possible. Wrong. We've gone through these periods before. We've gone through these periods.
You can read that, Ron Fournier, as persistence. You can read it as persistence. We're going to keep trying. Or you can read it as, yeah, well, all right, well, we failed.
There must be a clip after that where he says, hey, I'm just kidding. But he basically conceded the original sin of the Obama presidency, which is we promised to at least start changing Washington, and we failed. And then later on, what he does say there is, we can change things if we're the drivers of the change. Well, who's been driving the last 5.5 years? It was a really bad moment for the White House. Really
you think
bad.
A really bad moment. You cover the White House every day, and they always say this is the appeal of Joe Biden. He calls him like he sees him. He's a straight shooter. They can't like that.
Sure, they like it when he's a straight shooter and he's saying things that help them. They certainly don't like it when he's a straight shooter and saying things that essentially, say that the White House has failed in changing Washington. This is why it would be so difficult for Joe Biden to run for president, because he would be running for president as an active part of this administration. For someone like Hillary Clinton, she obviously has ties to the administration, but she would have left. She would have been gone for the whole second term. She can at least put some actual distance. Biden really can't do that.
She would get a little more distance, but something else the vice president said in that same speech is, remember, he forced the president's hand. He went public with his support of same-sex marriage, and it essentially accelerated the process within the White House. So President Obama had to say, me too. Secretary Clinton didn't say that until she left. Now, she was at the State Department. She says it wasn't the place to do it. She didn't announce it until she was out of government. But listen to Joe Biden here. Maybe he's saying, I was out front here, folks.
I've been hanging around long enough to know the American people are usually way ahead of their leaders. The American people are usually way ahead of their leaders.
Is he trying to make a point there?
Oh, yeah. First of all, he's right. He was ahead of the rest of the Democratic Party on this issue. He was on the right side of history before anybody else, and he did push Barack Obama out further than the president wanted to be. But what he's trying to do here tactically is have some distance between himself and the president. Just like Hillary Clinton yesterday also talked about how we haven't been selling our foreign policy and America's vision around the country like we should. Well, that's a shot at the president, whose job is to make that sale.
While he can do that on gay marriage, he can do it because the president eventually followed along, Democrats eventually followed along. Imagine him in 2016 talking about a foreign policy crisis that's happening and coming out there publicly saying, well, I feel like we should do this. People would say, well, why aren't you getting the president to do that? You're the vice president. That's going to be a lot trickier.
It will be interesting if he runs, because we know there have been some disagreements between the two on that. We'll watch that.